Hello, good evening everyone. So now we are going to start our next lecture. In our last lecture we discussed about various data types available in Python, and in this lecture we will discuss about immutable and mutable types. Then we will discuss about expression, different type of expression, and how to evaluate an expression in Python. Then we will discuss about some of the functions which are available in math module, which is available in the standard library of Python. And at last we will discuss about statements control flow. So we are going to start our first topic with immutable and mutable data types. Immutable means not modifiable, mutable means modifiable. You know, in Python everything is considered as an object. Object is an entity which is having some state, behavior and identity. We categorize the objects in two categories. One is immutable, one is mutable. Very first we are going to discuss about immutable types. These are the types of data types in which the value at the same location cannot be modified or changed. It means if some value is saved at a particular memory location, then at the same location we cannot use any other value. It means in place updation is not allowed in immutable types available in Python. And you must also remember that variables are not storage container in Python like other programming languages. The variables that we use in Python are just labels which point to the memory location where the value is actually stored. So now we will discuss this concept with help of one example. Now here what you can see is we have written p is equal to 10. It means p is a label which is pointing to the location where value 10 is saved. Thereafter we write p is equal to 15. Now instead of pointing to the location where value 10 is saved, p is now pointing to the location where value 15 is saved. Thereafter we write q is equal to p. Then q and p will both point to the same memory location where value 15 is saved. It means when we will check id of q and id of p, then it will returns us the same memory location. So 10 value is of type integer. So with the help of this example you can understand that integer is a immutable data type available in Python. Now we are going to discuss about mutable data types. Mutable, I have already told you, mutable means modifiable. It means at the same memory location value can be modified or updated. Here in our example we have written a is equal to, in square bracket we have written 1, 2.5, abc in single quotes. It means a is a list which is having three elements. One is of type int, one is of type float and one is of type string. A of 2 means at the third index or at the third element, what we want to do, we want to assign value AMIT instead of ABC. So when you will check A again, then it will print AMIT instead of ABC. So list is a mutable data type available in Python. Now in this box what we have written what are the various mutable and immutable data types available in Python. From all the data types that we have discussed till now, only 3 data types comes under mutable category and all other data types are immutable data types. Mutable data types are list, set and dictionary, and all other data types are immutable data type in Python. And now we are going to discuss our next topic, that is about expressions in Python. Now what we mean by expression? Expression is basically a finite combination of variables, constant and operator, and when we will evaluate an expression then we will get a result. Suppose what we write c is equal to a plus 5 and value of a is 10. So this is an expression a plus 5, a is a variable, 5 is a literal, plus is a operator. So when this expression will execute or evaluate, then 10 plus 5, 15 will be the result, and 15 result will be assigned to variable c that is on the left hand side of assignment operator. Okay, so expression means a finite combination of variable, literal and operator, and when we will evaluate some expression, then we will get a result. Now we are going to discuss about various type of expressions available in Python, or means various type of expression that we can use in any program of Python. Very first is about arithmetic expression. Arithmetic expression means an expression in which only arithmetic operators are used, and arithmetic operators are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, floor division, modulus, exponent, etc. In our example, what we have written, 5 multiply 3 plus 2 exponent 3. Exponent have more precedence than addition and multiplication. So, very first it will be evaluated. 2 raised to power 3 is 8. Now, multiplication have more precedence than addition, then it will execute or evaluate. 5 into 3 is 15. 15 plus 8, we will get result as 23. Next is logical expression. Logical expression means it is an expression in which only logical operators are used. You know, we have 3 logical operators available: AND, OR and NOT. From these 3, NOT is a unary operator, AND and OR are binary operators. In our example, what we have written, 5 or 10. You know about the OR operator, that it returns us the result as true if any of the condition is true, and 0 is considered as false and any other value is stated as true. So, we write 5 or 10. Our first condition is true, then we are not going to check our next part. So, we are getting 5 as the result. Now, let us discuss about third type of expression, that is relational expression. Relational expression means the expression in which only relational operators are used. It means, suppose we have an expression in which only relational operators are used, which are comparison operator, less than, greater than, less than is equal to, greater than is equal to, not is equal to, etc. And you must always remember that the result of the relational operator is always binary, means we will get the result in the form of zeros and ones. Fine. So, you can see here in the example what we have written 5 greater than 10. So, 5 is less than 10 actually. So, our condition is false, we are getting the result as false. Next category of expression is string expression. String expression means an expression in which only string operands are used, and the operations or the operators that we can apply on the string are used. Only 2 operators are available which can perform some operation on the string. One is concatenation operator, one is string replication operator. Concatenation is represented by plus symbol and replication is represented with help of asterisk symbol available in Python. It means if we want to perform string concatenation operation, then we are going to use plus symbol, and if we want to perform string replication operation, then we need to use asterisk sign in our program or in our expression. Now, we will understand the concept of concatenation and replication with help of some example. What we have written ch in quotes, we have written dadri in quotes, in between we are using plus operator. So, with 2 string, when we are using plus operator, then it will perform the task of string concatenation. It means second string will be appended after the first string. So, second string dadri is appended after ch, so we are getting result as cs dadri. Next, we have written ch in quotes multiply 3. Ch in quotes means it is a string. This 3 can be written before ch also. If we will write 3 into ch in quotes, then it is also same. It means we want to replicate or repeat ch 3 times. We are getting ch and ch as the result. Now, next and last type of expression is mixed expression. Mixed expression means expression in which various type of operators are used. Then, as per the precedence, we need to follow which part will be evaluated first, and then we will get the combined result. Suppose in our example what we have written 10 plus 5 or ABC. You know that arithmetic operators have more precedence than logical operators in Python. So, very first this part will be evaluated, 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 or ABC. Now in OR we get the result as true if any of the condition is true, and our first condition is true, then we are not going to check the next part, so we are getting the result as 15. Now I am going to show you a table of the precedence of various operators available in Python, so you can understand which operator have highest precedence, which operator have less precedence. When we will evaluate an expression, then we will follow that precedence table also. Now you can see here in the table, parentheses have the highest precedence, like in mathematics we follow the BODMAS rule. So bracket have the highest precedence. Thereafter we are coming to this part, because these are the basic operators that we use in our curriculum. Exponent have the highest precedence and its associativity is right to left. All other operators have the associative from left to right, but if we have exponent operator in our program, then its associativity is from right to left. Then bitwise not, unary plus and unary minus, arithmetic operators, left shift and right shift, bitwise operators, relational operators, and then logical operators. That's why in our last example I have told you that the logical operators have less precedence than the arithmetic operators. So arithmetic operators will be evaluated first, and then logical operators will be evaluated if there is such an expression available that we want to evaluate in Python. So now let us start our next topic, that is about type conversion and typecasting. So it is basically a concept that we use when values of different types are used in an expression, and when we will get the result, then the resultant will be of a single data type only. So what is the concept that Python follows, and if we want to change the result, then what we should do, or what we should write in our program to change the output to a corresponding output that we actually want. So very first we are going to read this definition. Suppose we have an expression in which values of different types are mixed, and resultant will be of a single data type only, and the resultant should be of the type so that no loss of information take place. So in our example we have written 5 plus 3.5, 5 is integer, 3.5 is float. We are getting result as 8.5, because in float we can represent the values with more accuracy, or more precision is there, and float is the largest data type than int. So if in our expression, if any of the operand or object is of type complex number, then our result will be of type complex number. If any of the expression is of type float, it means if no complex number is available, then resultant will be of type float. If no complex number or no float number is there in your arithmetic expression that you are using, then we will get the result of type integer, and this concept is known as type promotion. It means the resultant will be of the largest data type available in the expression. Now let us discuss relational expression. Suppose we have a relational expression like a greater than b less than c. So it will be divided into two parts, a greater than b, b less than c. Both these parts will be evaluated. So both these parts will be evaluated separately, and thereafter AND operation will be performed. It means we will evaluate a greater than b, we will evaluate b less than c, and then on their results AND operation will be performed. Now what if we have a logical expression, and we are using an expression in which arithmetic and logical operators both are available? Then very first we are going to evaluate arithmetic expression, the arithmetic part of the expression, then we will evaluate logical part of the expression, because arithmetic operators have more precedence than the logical operators available in Python. So thereafter 5 plus 3 will be 8, 6 minus 2 will be 4. If we are performing AND operation, our first condition is true, so we are going to check the next condition. next condition is also true, so we are getting next as the result. Now we are going to discuss about typecasting. Typecasting is also known as explicit or programmer defined type conversion. The concept of type promotion is basically automatic type conversion which followed by the Python. But what if we want to change the result to a specific type by writing a statement in our program, then this concept is known as typecasting, explicit type conversion or user defined type conversion. Here in the example you can see we have written a is equal to integral part of 3.5. 3.5 is a float value, and with the help of the instruction that is written by the programmer, we want to assign the integral part of 3.5, that is 3 to variable a. It means a is a label which will point to the memory location where value 3 is saved. Now we are going to discuss about some of the functions which are available in the math module of the standard library of Python. These are sqrt, POW, FABS, ceil and floor. Sqrt function returns as the square root of the number that is passed as an argument. POW function will need 2 arguments and it returns the raised to power. FABS will returns as the absolute value. CEIL function will return as the smallest integer not less than the value passed. Floor will returns as the largest integer not greater than the value passed. And for all these functions you need to import math module in your program. Now we will, and some other functions are also available in math module like sine, cos, tan. All these you can use as per your requirement in your program. We are going to discuss some examples on the basis of the functions which are written above. Very first we are using sqrt function, math.sqrt. It means in math module there is a function defined, its name is sqrt, and in braces we are passing value 25. So it will returns us the sqrt or square root of 25, that is 5.0. Then we are using POW function to find the power. We are passing 2 arguments 2 and 3. 2 raised to power 3, 8 will be returned. Thereafter we have written math.fabs minus 13.5. We will get positive value or absolute value of minus 13.5. Thereafter we have written math.ceil, in braces we have written 2.5. It will returns as the integer greater than the value that is passed. We are getting 3.0. Math.float, in brackets we have written 2.5. It will returns as the largest integer less than the value that is passed. So in this case we are getting 2.0. Now we are going to discuss our last topic of chapter number 1, that is about statement flow control. Statements flow control. Statements are the instructions which are written in any programming language, and set of instructions makes up a program. Flow control decides the order of execution of the statements which are written in your program. By default the statements are sequential. It means they will execute in the order as they are written in the program. We can also use conditional statement and iteration statements. Conditional statements are also known as selection statements, and iteration statements are also known as looping statements or repeating statements. So we are going to discuss conditional and iteration statements in our next lecture. In this lecture I will tell you about simple statement, compound statement, and then we will discuss about empty statement. And with that much knowledge we can discuss with start conditional and iteration statements available in Python. So by default our instructions are executes in the order as they are written in the program, that means sequential. But what if we want to modify the order of execution? Then we need to use conditional statement. And what if we want to repeat a set of instructions again and again? Instead of writing them in our program, we need to use iteration or looping statements available in Python. Simple statement means a single executable instruction, like suppose you have written print statement, input statement or any assignment statement, then all these are example of simple statement. Then next is about compound statement. Compound statement means group of statements which is treated as a single unit. Suppose we are using if condition, then the statement that will execute on the basis of if is a compound statement, and all the statements which are compound statement means they are treated as a single unit. These are also known as block and suit, and these are indented at the same level only. Next is about empty statement. Empty statement, as the name suggests, it is a statement which don't perform a specific task. It is basically used when your language says that some instruction is needed, but your logic of the program says no instruction is needed. Then in that case what you can do, you can use empty statement, that is pass, available in Python. Pass is an empty statement that is available in Python, that is basically used in the situation when your program or your syntax says we need some instruction, but when your logic says no instruction is needed. In that case you can use pass. Pass is also a keyword in Python. It means you cannot name any identifier with name pass. So thank you. In our next lecture we will discuss about conditional and iterative statements available in Python, and then we will discuss about unconditional branching or looping, unconditional jumping statements also, like break and continue statement. Thank you.